Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. I'm buzzing. I'm not going to lie to anyone, I'm still buzzing from that result yesterday. 3 wins in a row, we actually did it. I couldn't believe it, we actually did it. But yeah, obviously if you guys have been following my channel now, you know that I'm going down to London on Friday to stay for the West Ham game. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for that game. Even though we've got huge injury issues and it's also quite a hard opposition side, I can't wait to see how the players get on. Look at the league table now, we're sure it's, yeah. I mean, even if Burnley win their games in hand, they're still behind Newcastle. So at this moment in time, we've got a huge cushion. Yes, that can change if any of the teams below start to win. But at this moment in time, we can afford to drop points. Crazy. But anyway, guys, as always, you're new to the channel. I'm just about to hit 20,000 subscribers. I'm literally just over 100 away now. So if you haven't already subscribed, make sure to do so. I'm very excited to hit that milestone. So obviously, I highly appreciate if you haven't subscribed already. But thank you so much for the support as always, though. I appreciate it. I love making this content for you. I love doing the vlogs, and that's something that's never going to change. But yeah, anyway, in this video, as I said, 2 huge injury issues. Manquillo, Kieran Trippier, we've got time frames on them now. Obviously, I can come out and tell you when they're going to be back. As well as more Newcastle drama, but let's be honest, when is there not drama regarding this football club? But anyway, without further ado, though, let's get into the news. We'll begin off by looking at Javier Manquillo. He was injured in the match yesterday. A shame as well, because I thought at half time he was probably the man of the match at that moment in time. Down the left hand side, he was quality. No one could get past him, and that injury is going to be huge as well, because now that he's also a right back, and obviously he was maybe the backup for Trippier right back, so he's injured now. Trippier's injured, which means that Kraft will likely start against West Ham, which I thought. I mean, he has improved this season, but I'm still not a fan of him. There's something. He's just nowhere near really. I mean, you compare Kieran Trippier to Emil Kraft, it's like eating a chocolate caramel to eating a brick. I mean, one is clearly better than the other one. That's the best way of looking at it. Kraft's improved this season, but he's still nowhere near good enough for me. But as I was saying about Manquillo, though, huge shame him getting injured. I think he's really good. He can play both sides of fullbacks. He's definitely one I'll keep a hold of in the future, the way he's been. But that's a tough one. However, it's ligament damage. It's not a tear as far as I'm aware, and it's not deemed to be a serious injury. So this one for me could be only a couple of weeks. I don't think he'll be out for more than a month is the best way of putting it. So thank God for that, because again, we talk about Trippier in a little while because he's a lot longer. So yeah, get well soon, Manquillo. I thought he played really well yesterday, but it's still not a great injury to have. We'll talk about some Newcastle fans' opinions on football players yesterday now. We'll talk about Holly Blizz, because I saw her opinion towards Joe Willock, and a lot of people on social media battered her for it, like really battered her for it, which is sad to see. I'm going to be brutally honest, I've watched the video, I don't agree with what she said, but I'm not happy how people responded to it, because, I mean, again, people are entitled to opinions regardless of how mental it may sound. People are entitled to have their opinions, and listen, let's be honest, everyone has bad football opinions. Everyone in their lifetime, everyone at some point, whether you're down the pub or in the stadium or whatever, everyone makes terrible football opinions that in a couple of weeks' time becomes outdated. I didn't think her opinion Joe Willock was good at all. She said that Joe Willock was the worst player on the pitch for Newcastle yesterday. No chance, in my opinion, for that. And yeah, the sad part is just everyone on social media has just called her loads of names, like really slagged her off. It's not right, really. I didn't agree with it. And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about here. Joe Willock, I thought played really well yesterday. I liked how the midfield worked together. We forced Aston Villa down the wings, which is exactly what we want to do against them. Because when they're putting the ball in the box, you got likes of Dan Burn there just going to win the ball every single time. And players like Coutinho couldn't get anything going because we just continued to just play them out to the wing. We'd have got no options whatsoever. And it was really smart. I didn't think the performance was amazing yesterday, but defensively we were absolutely sound. And that midfield was huge to have been a part in that. I think Joe Willock, especially over the last couple of weeks, has definitely improved as well. I remember going down to Liverpool away in December. I mean, we lost 3-1. He walks down the tunnel straight after the game. He didn't come over and clap the fans. He just had a sort of temper tantrum, really. So he's definitely had some issues behind the scenes. But again, it's great to see now he's been playing really well the last couple of weeks. Which again, under Eddie Howe, he's getting these players spot on. Some of these players have improved loads under Eddie Howe. Obviously, Joe Willock is a huge example. So yeah, keep it up, Joe Willock. Obviously, Holly's opinion there. Again, I didn't agree with it, but she didn't deserve the slagging off I've seen in social media. I mean, it was just horrible, really. Again, she's a 16, 17-year-old. Chances are she'll have, obviously, a lot of questions to herself, a lot of insecurities at that age. So, again, remember, I was 16. I was talking to crap my YouTube videos. I can't even watch them now. So, Yeah, I mean, everyone has bad opinions. I just didn't agree with how people responded to her. I mean, people really did batter her, and it's just, no, I didn't like it. We're talking about Kieran Trippier's injury now. He came off at the start of the second half. His injury is a lot worse. He broke his metatarsal in his fifth bone, which is his little toe, really. So he's essentially broke the front of his little toe. That's not good at all. That's going to be, I mean, out for some time. Thankfully, as much as obviously I don't want anyone to get injured, if it's a long-term injury, you would want a bone injury because ligaments, muscles, they can be reoccurring, and obviously, like Callum Wilson, be out for much longer as well. So, as much as I didn't want him to get injured, at least it's only a bone break because again, he can fix bones, so that's not too bad. But yeah, that was him in hotel yesterday. He'll be approximately out for around about 6 weeks, I would say. I get the example up here. I remember I watched Baz's video earlier on. He said that Trippier would be back to 1 to 5 weeks. I mean, I wish he'd be back that early, but now for a bone break, especially your metatarsal, you'll be out for a lot longer. To be fair, getting his little tool, he might be back a little bit earlier than what it says on there, 6 weeks over. But again, I still think he'd be out for over a month, which would be a huge miss. These are Newcastle's upcoming fixtures as well for the ones you miss. Thankfully, again, West Ham, Tottenham, those ones you don't expect to get points from. The Palace game, do bear in mind that if they beat Stoke in the FA Cup, though, that game will be postponed into a later date. However, again, no Everton, Southampton, those two obviously got postponed for COVID. I don't know when those games will get played, so maybe those two get put up at some point. But thankfully, there's not too many fixtures. He should be back, hopefully, after the international break. You don't want to rush him back, though, because a bone break is no laughing matter. He comes back and gets injured again. It's going to be a nightmare. Hopefully, he gets better soon because Trippier was immense again yesterday, easily. I mean, the team's going to struggle without him, no question about it. The team will play worse without Trippier in the squad. He's that sort of individual player. Incredible I still can't believe he's signed, to be honest. We'll talk about Gary Neville's comments towards Newcastle now yesterday because on Sky Sports, yeah, it was quite emotional, you could see. He came out and said that in 11 years he's been on Sky, that was the best atmosphere he's heard St James's Park. The club's finally alive again. The fact that the owner's gone, they got new owners, and now it benefits the team. He's just saying how the club's back, really. And again, Gary Neville obviously has his history in Newcastle, you could say. And it's great to see these people come out and say it. When you've got the media that's come out and batter Newcastle all the time, just slag us off, just these biased pundits. You get people like Gary Neville actually give fair verdicts and come out and speak the truth and say how he's happy for the fans, how he loved being in the stadium. He used to say how he dreaded going to St James's Park because the atmosphere was just dire, the football was awful to watch, and now he's excited to go to the ground and to see what the club can do next. I love to hear that because, again, people, I mean, he's getting paid to actually talk sense, really, on like our pundits against Gabio Bongo. He said he was at the match yesterday. Look, he's on holiday. Look, he was just coming out and attention seeking, really. He wasn't even at the match yesterday. He just came out just to try and wind Newcastle fans while he's enjoying his time and God knows where. So I thank you, Gary Neville. Appreciate it. Someone that actually cares about the fans and respects the club. I mean, wow. It's just incredible, and I don't hear that too much. This isn't Newcastle related, but I just want to talk about it anyway. The Super Bowl yesterday. It was £16 for a pint in the stadium. Bear in mind, the US pints are actually smaller than the UK pint, so it was £16 for a pint that wasn't even a pint. I just can't believe that. I've had enough of this Super Bowl stuff. I actually like the NFL, but it's so expensive. It just takes everything out of the game. The fans of the match yesterday, most of them probably aren't even fans. They're just being people that are just rich. It's sad to see. And unfortunately, I think maybe 20 years' time, this could be something that's like the Champions League or the World Cup final in the future. No, they keep this sort of thing out of the sport. It completely kills the game. It's just, I mean, it's not even a sport at that point. It's just more of an annual event just for rich people who attend. It's sad to see because I know there's a lot of genuine fans in the NFL. And yeah, they're being priced out of the game, which is just vile, really. Finally, guys, we'll talk about the team I will personally play against West Ham on Saturday. Now that we know that the fullbacks are out, what did Newcastle do next? Well, first off, I started to Bradgate getting goals. Centre-halves, I would keep the exact same. Dan Burn, Shaw, my word, those two are a good partnership. Right back, I would play Kraft. There's nobody else really, unless you want to put Murphy there, which, no, I wouldn't do at all. Left back, I put Dummett. I think he did struggle quite a bit in the game. But again, those two, to be fair, the fullbacks kind of got just dumped in the deep end, really. They got to react quite quickly. They haven't had a game plans. They weren't expecting to play. So yeah, I can't blame the fullbacks too much, but again, those two had to be ready for Saturday. Midfield, I keep it the exact same, and the attack, I think I would also keep the exact same, to be honest. I wouldn't change anything. I know people still want to say Bruno play, but why change the midfield when the midfield's not doing anything wrong? I would change the midfield once one of them starts to play bad, then you put Bruno in. That's why I think Eddie Howe isn't starting. I know I've seen some people question why he's not playing. But you don't have to play him. Why should we play him? We're winning games without him. So, yeah, I'll keep holding him for now. Once someone like Shelby Woodwick plays bad, then I would stick Bruno in. But for now, though, I have no problems at midfield whatsoever. And I'm looking forward to see what they can do next. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed watching the video. I appreciate your support as always. Yeah, plenty more content on the channel before Saturday's game. But yeah, thank you so much. Fingers crossed we get 20,000 subscribers shortly. But again, really do appreciate your support. And yeah, let me know your thoughts of the game. Who actually was your worst player? Do you think it was Joe Willock? Do you think it was someone else? And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Take care. And I'll see you in the next one.